Part of being a Forest Rock Star student and following Forest Rocks to be high. Miss Jackie, come on up. Miss Jackie, she was a teacher in Farmington Public Schools, and she's one of our neighbors. She lives right behind the school. And her kids went to Forest Elementary. She came to me last year with kind of a sad story. Her grandson, Ryan, had passed away. But that was very sad, but from it, something very good came from it, is that in memory of Ryan, they wanted to donate a buddy bench. And what a buddy bench is a bench that somebody would sit on if they needed a buddy. And it's going to be yellow. And we ordered it 6 weeks ago, and it should have been here, but like I said this morning, flexibility and adaptability, that's what we do in Forest Elementary. Miss Crawford, Miss Crawford, she has lessons that she's going to come to each one of your class to teach you about how to use a buddy bench. But I would like to let Miss Jackie speak a few minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Personino. So I'm Miss Jackie, and I actually taught over at Warner Middle School and Warner Upper Elementary School, and I was the media specialist there. I'm so happy to be able to come and speak to you today, because I want to tell you about a special little baby whose name was Rylan Gelb. And here's his picture. I'm sorry I don't have a bigger picture for you, but this is really the best one that I have. And Rylan was born last December 3rd, but unfortunately he was very sick, and he only lived for 13 days, and 11 days, and he died on December 13th. And he would have been 9 months old today. So Rylan's mom, Stephanie, who is my daughter, went to Forest School when she was a little girl, and my other daughter, Alyssa, who's standing over there, also went to Forest School, and now she's got 3 kids of her own. So after Rylan passed away, Stephanie and her husband, Hilton, they live in Chicago, where they would be here too today, wanted to do something very special so that Rylan's memory would live forever. So what they decided to do was to buy a special bench to put on the playground that would be called a buddy bench. And it would be on the Forest playground. And it would be for any child who wanted to play with someone, but at that moment just couldn't find a buddy, couldn't find someone who wanted to play. And then all the other Forest students would look over and say, oh, I see someone sitting on that bench, and I know that person wants to play it. I'm going to go over and ask if he would or she would like to play with me. So they would make a special effort to include him or her, and it would be an act of kindness and an act of friendship, and it would be especially in Rylan's memory. So that's what the bench will be, and it will have a little plaque on it. It'll say buddy bench, but it'll also have a special plaque on it that will say it's in memory of Rylan.
Now, we couldn't have this bench if it wasn't for Miss Jackie and your family, but you couldn't have it either if it wasn't for last year's fourth graders. So, as you have seen, once you're a Forest Rock Star, you're always a Forest Rock Star. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be in your 20s, you're still a Forest Rock Star. So our fourth graders now, but our fourth graders last year, when they left, they wanted to leave something behind in their memory as well, so they contributed some money towards the bench. Mrs. Walsh, do you have something you'd like to say? Mrs. Walsh has another way that you can get involved to help support the buddy bench as well. So here's Mrs. Walsh, our third grade teacher.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm really excited about this buddy bench, and I know that we have several people who have given up some money so that we can have this bench. But I know that the students of Forest would also like to give a little bit of money so that we all own this bench, and it belongs to all of us. So to raise a little bit of extra money, we are going to have a friendship bracelet sale starting in a couple weeks. And the student council is going to be selling lots of different bracelets. You can see some on my arm right here. We have Forest Rocks bracelets that change color in the sun. We have sports bracelets that say I heart basketball, I heart soccer, I heart football, and baseball. We have some inspirational skinny bracelets that say dream, hope, believe, pride. And we have some slat bracelets and beautiful designs. And I even have a bracelet that has a zipper. So if you would like to buy a bracelet for $1, that money will be used for this buddy bench. You could buy the bracelet for yourself, because we love ourselves. You could buy the bracelet for a friend of yours. You could buy the bracelet for your brother or your sister. You could even buy a bracelet for somebody you don't know very well, but you want to become friends with that person. The last way you can get involved is some of my favorite bracelets are the ones on this wrist that some of my friends made for me last year. Raise your hand without saying anything if you know how to make rainbow loom bracelets. We have some talent there. If you would like to make rainbow loom bracelets and donate them to our Buddy Bracelet sale, there will be a box like this in the lobby. You can put your bracelet inside and we will sell it. You might see somebody in a different grade level wearing the bracelet that you made. And that will be another way you can get involved. So we're going to all take ownership of this Buddy bench by our bracelet sale, which should start in a couple weeks. Thank you.
All right. I know last week I got to reach grade level, and I love talking to you about Forest Rocks. Today was a very special day to be able to see our whole school together as one. And I want to thank you for being very respectful of this assembly. I want to thank you for partnering with us with our Buddy bench.